Hello and greetings to all our friends and companions on Scene Psycho channel. Success is a reality. Maybe you haven't tested it yet, and most of the time you have faced failure. But you should know that victory is certain and there is no lack of information in this field. All these methods are taught to people every day all over the world by success consultants or websites. But unfortunately, there are negative and strange thoughts in most of our minds that prevent us from achieving our success. Yes, sometimes we think that we only need to do well to be successful, but we don't know that a large part of success depends on our own personality. What kind of person we are, whether we have the personality of a successful person at all or not. We will introduce 7 strategies that you should implement on yourself so that your personality is ready to be successful. And finally, write us which one of these you had or didn't have. Now let's go to them. The first strategy is to change your perspective on the world around you and learn new things. Your opinions are not always right. That is, the world is not what you think it is. In fact, your perception of the world is formed based on your personality, not the reality that exists. Most of the things are instilled in you by the society and family in your childhood. Now, if you are a failed person and you don't succeed in most things in life, the first thing you should do is to change your opinion and change your point of view. At the beginning, it may seem very scary, but know that this is the problem. Your world is not real. You have to see the reality of the world. The best way is to start by reading books. Reading will increase your knowledge level quickly. The second strategy is not the blind person who has no eyes, but the blind person who has prejudice. The human brain uses mental cues to evaluate new events and information, what they call shortcuts. That is, instead of a complete analysis to make a decision, the brain uses these shortcuts, which are filters based on our own opinions. The most important filter that our brain uses is prejudice. If the new information we receive is in line with our prejudice, the brain immediately accepts them, even if they are wrong. And if they are factual information that doesn't match our prejudice, the brain quickly and radically rejects them. These prejudices do not only refer to national and ethical religious beliefs. It is related in all fields like market, business, entertainment, or anything. A study was conducted in Business Insiders, and it was found that there are 52 biased thoughts in different parts of our brain, based on which we think and live. It is interesting to know that these prejudices cause your thinking to be limited, and the brain is no longer involved in the challenge. The best way to change is to not be sure about anything. Accept criticism and constantly remind yourself that maybe I'm wrong. I need to do more research. Try to open your mind and don't let your brain decide immediately by shortcuts and mislead you. Now let's go to the third strategy, that is, identify the negative words you have with yourself and reject them. You may not believe it, but on average, a person talks to himself 50 to 80,000 words in his mind every day. Some of them are negative words and thoughts that we instill in ourselves. When about 50% above this number of words are negative, that's when these negative thoughts occupy your mind. Most of these negative thoughts that originate from our fears and false beliefs are wrong. You have to find the ability to recognize them and quickly erase them from your mind. Negative thoughts usually come to you because of the events of the day or past experiences. To recognize them, you should start writing. Have a notebook with you and write down every negative thought. For example, how ugly I am, how fat I am, I will surely have an accident, how dangerous the road is. Categorize them over the weekend and see in what areas these thoughts are mostly and where they come from. After you find their origin, try to replace them. Find that immediately as soon as the negative thought comes into your mind, replace it with a positive one. The fourth strategy is to adopt optimism as a habit. Optimism means predicting the best possible conditions for an event in the mind. It is interesting to know that most people are pessimistic. There is another group that claims to be optimistic, but this is only in their words. while optimism should be transferred to you like a truth from the depth of your mind. It means that you should believe that good things will happen, not just to say. Martin, one of the founders of positive psychology, writes in his book, many people's thoughts are catastrophic. They think about the worst possible things that are likely to happen once in 1,000. The people of our world become negative and prefer to prepare themselves for bad events rather than being ready for good ones. Remember that optimism doesn't mean not thinking about negative thoughts. Optimism means that our positive thoughts have more power over the negative ones, and we constantly accept the feeling that good things happen more likely. Now we go to the fifth strategy, that is, follow your passion. There are different philosophies about this word. Different religions say different things about life. Philosophers say strange things, and physicists look for answers in galaxies. But every thought and theory that exists will eventually end in death, because this world is not permanent at the moment, and one day it will end for all of us. So let go of everything. This world is like a game that you should enjoy. Why do you suffer? Why do you get upset? Why are you sensitive to issues? Drop everything right now and just do what you love. If they tell you that you only have 6 months to live, what do you say? You will definitely go to enjoy the world and do your favorite ones. Even now, maybe your time will be less than 6 months, or it will be extended once every 6 months. But no matter how much time you have, even if you're going to live for 100 years, one day it will end and you will meet someone who took the world seriously and didn't pursue their interest. I personally understood this with all my heart. Strategy 6. Have a winning mindset. Psychologists say that when two sports teams face each other, their performance determines the result. This mentality determines the result. Usually the weaker team automatically has a losing mentality and the stronger team has a winning mentality. It is the winning mentality that determines everything. Now we come to the last strategy and the seventh strategy, that is, you will understand what is good along the way. Many young people and those who don't yet have the experience of real world and work constantly think about how to become successful immediately. This is not something that is enjoyable and even risky that you like. Sometimes you think that I would like to be a writer. For example, when you become a writer, you see that this is not what you like. Give yourself a chance. Find different ways. In the courses of life, you realize why are you present in this world? What are you going to do? People's interests and our way of thinking changes day by day since birth. Allow yourself this change and walk in the path you think is your favorite. Later, you will realize that some of them are not as good and enjoyable as you thought, or you suddenly become interested in others. Enjoy the journey and don't constantly think about achieving the goals overnight. This week, the strategy is summary of all the success in the world. Remember, never look for money, go for success instead. Money comes with success. Thank you for staying with me until the end of this video. As usual, if you're a fan of our videos, please give this video a like and subscribe to the Scene Psycho channel for more. Thank you, and don't forget to write your comment in the comment section for me. Till the next time, bye!